Hey, it's Anthony Meisner with Land Title. I wanted to bring you the City of Boulder's market update for the month of July. Lots of interesting stuff happening here. Average sales price is still sitting at 1.5 million, which is about right where we were last year at this time. Things are still looking like they're trending up for sure. Look at that median, up 16%. That is just showing how much more expensive it is getting to live in the City of Boulder than it had been before in detached housing. Now, when we look at the attached housing, this should really surprise nobody either. $650,000 for a condo or townhouse in the City of Boulder, up 20% from this time last year. Now, there's been a big inventory shortage in the attached market here for a very long time, but we really started to feel it in 2022, and that really has driven prices up quite a bit. The median's only up 3%, so take that with a grain of salt, if you will. Here's the other thing, though, and this actually kind of surprised me. The average price per square foot came in at $542, which is a lot less than we've been seeing this year. So something's going on there, but we're definitely seeing the luxury market slow down quite a bit in order for that to happen, because the luxury market has been driving average sales price up so much, price per square foot. The condo townhouse market really shouldn't surprise anyone that it's getting closer to the attached. We just have so many high-end luxury homes in Boulder that this is one of the only markets where the attached product actually costs less per square foot than the detached product, up 16% though, because of that inventory shortage. Now, here's the other part. Active listings in the City of Boulder are actually still below where they were last year. It's the only market in the whole county that this is happening in. I'd argue it's probably one of the only markets in Colorado. There's very few that are not seeing inventory rise really start to affect the marketplace. Now, we had 283 active units, so that's a lot more than new listings coming to market. We only had 191 come to market in the last month. We're substantially down from where we were this time last year, but we're still right in the neighborhood of seeing our seasonal trends. Like, people have kind of pumped the brakes a little bit due to these economic conditions we're in, and it's starting to scare people a little bit. So some people pulled back on the listings, but mostly it's buyers that have pulled back. So you can see here in the pending listings, bring 200 to market, only put 123 under contract. So we're going to continue to see that supply of inventory rise. We're at 1.9 months of inventory, right in line with the rest of the county, and it's a little bit higher than it was at this time last year. Now, that being said, this is still an awesome seller's market because a buyer's market doesn't take place till over 6 months of inventory. So the last time we saw even a balanced market was back in early 2020 and in 2019. So that being said, if you're going to list a home, list it early, make sure it's buttoned up, and make sure that you're one of those people that are going to sell right away. A lot of that being said, we're starting to get into some bidding wars here, right? Or getting out of some bidding wars. We're at 99.4% list sale price. We're getting back down to reality here. If you're a buyer, this is a really good sign. It might be a great time to get out there and start taking advantage of these market conditions that are starting to shift. It's starting to take a little bit longer to put stuff under contract. For the first time all year, we're back in line with like where we were last year. The buying frenzy in the City of Boulder has been just amazing, but it started to shift in May. We don't normally see that shift in May. We usually start to see it in July or June. So with that being said, you have increase in the days from active to under contract. So now it's taking almost 3 weeks to go under contract in the City of Boulder on average. So some are sitting a long time, some are going under contract in the first weekend, and that's kind of bringing us to that rounded 99.4% list sale price. So that's kind of our end result, right? That being said, anything that was sold in July is where that number comes from. So those things going under contract, there's a little bit of a delay in that number. So this is kind of our last figure. Expect that to continue to drop down just a little bit, but nothing crazy, right? If you have any other questions, I'm Anthony with Land Title, and I'll catch you in the next video.